Do you really feel like starting over? Like, not again, right? I know we do not have to start over again. I don't know about you, but I felt this feeling multiple times when it feels like I've been trying to achieve a goal, I've been working towards something, and it seems like it's just not happening. And you have this feeling like, dang, like, should I start over? This video is specifically for the people that may be feeling like you're in a space where you're feeling like, okay, scratch this, maybe it's time for me to start over. This video is to help you work through those feelings of feeling like you need to start over. From experience, for me, anytime I feel the need to start over, it's coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of uncertainty. It's coming from a place of almost anxiousness. It's also coming from a place of feeling like whatever that I'm doing isn't good enough. It's coming from a place of feeling like, oh man, thinking about how other people are viewing my specific progress, or how other people are viewing or will view if I do start over. Or it's just all these thoughts tend to run through my mind when I have this feeling of like needing to start over. And maybe this is you as well. Maybe this is the reason why you clicked on this video, because you have been feeling the need to feel like you need to start over. So in this video, we're going to specifically talk through, one, what can we do when we have those feelings of needing to start over, and how can we work through that, right? So I like to start with putting your mind at ease to even think about this, right? So the need for you feeling like you're starting over, the good thing about it is that you are personally working towards something. You're not idly sitting by. You have identified goals, whether it be personal or business goals, that you feel like that you want to achieve, right? You are putting in the work to make yourself a better person, make yourself a better businessman or businesswoman. But now you've hit a space where it feels like, maybe I need to start over. I'm here to tell you, no, you don't need to start over. The only thing that we have to do, we absolutely do not start over from scratch. What we do is we keep trying. Some people may think that starting over isn't a bad thing, right? Starting over could be a sense of newness, a sense of a fresh start. And it's a clean slate for you to have a clean drawing board for you to repaint your picture. But my thought process in that, right, in saying that it's a fresh start. When you think about starting over, you're never starting over from scratch, right? Why? You're never starting over from scratch is because you personally had experiences, you've gone through things, you've seen things, you've had what you call probably your setbacks, you had particular failures. You've had all these things that have gone on in the process of you achieving whatever personal or business goals that you have, right? So there's absolutely no way that you're starting from scratch, because you can't erase experience. So when we think about we can't erase experience, so what can we do, or what specific things can help us and aid us when we have a feeling of just needing to start over, or just wanting to forget anything that we've tried to accomplish or started to do, because it just doesn't seem like the end goal is near, right? So what can we do to stay encouraged? In this video, I just want to share personal experiences with you, right? Because I know I'm not the only one that sometimes feels the need to start over. I'm one that likes to try multiple things, right? And that's a gift, but that's also, it could be something that is limiting as well, right? Because you want to see things to the end. And I personally have to ground myself and say, hey, Terry, not another thing until you complete this, right? Don't start nothing else until you complete this particular goal and what you've set for yourself. How can we navigate the negative feelings of starting over? The first thing you want to do, which is, I feel like is most important, is you want to free yourself from negative judgment or the judgment of others. The feeling of wanting to start over, as I stated at the beginning of the video, it's heightened by the pressure of other people, right? Oh my gosh, like I told somebody Like, I'm going to be here by this particular time. I'm going to be doing this by this particular time. I had this grand vision. I'm going to be doing this. And then the pressure of other people, like constantly watching you, waiting on you to like make it, when things don't go according to what your plan is, which it won't, because it all goes according to God's plan. But that added pressure of people watching you and that judgment, it makes the feeling of wanting to start over even more, right? So that's the first tip. When you feel that feeling of wanting to start over, when you just feel like you want to give up and just, hey, scratch that, start something else, free yourself of that judgment of other people, right? Know that this is your own personal walk. Know that this is your own personal journey to live out your own personal purpose, and for you to show up in the world how you are supposed to show up in the world, as your best self. That's you, right? That's you. That's not dependent upon anybody else. So free yourself of judgment. The second thing that I would say that helps work through those negative feelings of starting over is adopt as fact that you never will start over. The only thing that you're doing is you are trying, like you are continuously trying. Progress that you've made so far, it's not in vain. The different habits, the dedication, the experiences, the time invested, it all is going to come together eventually. I continuously tell myself this as well. It's like, goodness, I've been working towards this so long. I've been putting all this work in. It's going to come together eventually. You're going to meet somebody that you need to come in contact with in the connection. You're going to have an aha moment. You're going to do something is going to happen in your life where it all is going to make sense. So don't hold on to the fact that, oh my gosh, like I got to start from zero again. Oh my gosh, all this work, time, and energy I put into it. Like what was this for? Don't have that mentality. If you have to keep going, just know that you're not starting over. You're absolutely just keep trying. The third thing that I would say will help you navigate those feelings of the negative feelings of starting over, right? Is knowing that each experience that you have or each setback that you have is not a failure. It's more gained experience. I know me personally, even if we think about what I'm doing now with making YouTube videos, I've been on YouTube probably a little over a year. I think it's going on 2 years. Yeah. And when I first started making videos and what I know about making videos now is completely different. Like, because it's not working, then it's a failure. No, it's not a failure. It's just a learning experience for you to pinpoint what worked. The things that didn't work, it's okay. That's a learning experience. The fourth thing that will help you work through the negative feelings of wanting to start over is, instead of you adopting a whole new plan, so forgetting everything that you've done completely and for you to say, hey, I'm starting from scratch. Absolutely not. Instead of you starting from scratch, what you want to do, instead of changing the plan, you want to tweak the plan. Tweak the plan, y'all. If the goal has not changed, do not absolutely throw the plan out of the window. Tweak the plan. Changing the plan definitely puts you back at ground zero, like starting completely over. But tweak the plan if your goals haven't changed, if your purpose doesn't change, right? So if you've identified your purpose, if you identify the thing that you really, really want to do and want to bring into the world and how you want to show up in the world, don't change that, right? Be concrete in the fact of who you are and what you want to do. But how you get there may change a little bit, right? So we want to identify those things that, like I said, that have been working for us. Keep those things, like double down on those things. I know me personally, I'm doubling down on those things. Even when we think about weight loss, like literally that's trial and error. The goal never changes, right? You always want to lose X amount of pounds, but the way you get to that end goal may change. So don't change your plan. Don't absolutely throw the plan out the window. Don't say, oh my gosh, like I can't lose weight, or oh my gosh, I can't start a business. Oh my gosh, I'm not right for YouTube videos. No one likes me. No one's listening to me. All these negative things that you may have centered or may start to say over yourself because you have a feeling of starting over. Scratch that. We are tweaking the plan and we are sticking to the plan and we're doing what we have to do. All right. The fifth way to overcome the negative feelings of feeling like you are having to start over, you needing to change your plan, is you have to monitor your circle. You have to monitor your circle, and it's absolutely imperative for you to have somebody in your circle that is going to encourage you. You need somebody in your circle that absolutely will not allow you to give up on yourself. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. It doesn't matter what it is. You need somebody in your circle that tells you, hey, look, on those days when you're not feeling it, you need somebody to tell you, hey, look, like what you doing? Like, I need you to get back to it. You still have goals you need to reach. You still have things you need to do. You need somebody in your circle that'll remind you of that. If you don't have anybody in your circle that kind of like will convict you, like, dang, like you falling off your game like a little bit, like I feel you're slipping, I don't feel like you're showing up as best as I think you can show up, you need to monitor your circle. There absolutely has to be somebody that can, in those times where you feel like you want to start over, you want to feel like, or you feel like you want to give up, that can remind you who you are. And honestly, maybe you're that person. I know for me in my close-knit circle, like I am that person. But what I realize is that I also need that encouragement as well every now and then, not just for myself, but for somebody else that, you know, can see me when I'm slipping and say, hey, Terry, you slipping. Hey, Terry, you haven't been showing up. Hey, Terry, do you remember what you told me that you were going to do? Like, what you doing? Like, somebody that can hold you accountable. Yes, you hold yourself accountable, but it's even better to have people in your circle that can hold you accountable as well. You hold yourself accountable, they hold you accountable, and you hold them accountable as well. So when we think about it, right, starting over, it's been probably like 2 weeks since I made a YouTube video, right, myself personally. And for a minute, I said to myself, I said, Terry, you know what? If you take more time off, like you might as well start over on YouTube. And I'm like, no, I'm not starting over. Like I am going to continue to show up for the tribe as best as I can, right? Not sugarcoating, being real, being authentic, sharing that, you know, life comes with highs and lows. You know, sometimes, as I stated in my last video, baby, I'm working. Baby, God hasn't forgotten about me. God hasn't forgotten about you. Blessings are on the way. And even when you feel like, dang, I feel like I need to start over because I haven't been doing what it is I should be doing, you don't need to start over. Those experiences, they aren't in vain. Like those, whatever you've gone through is for a purpose. And I wholeheartedly believe it's for a purpose. And like I said, I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing up and starting over. When I say starting over, when you think about it, starting over isn't fun, right? Starting over isn't fun. But technically, I would rather start over a million times over again to be able to do what it is that I'm created to do, right? And to truly live out my purpose that was placed inside of me. I would choose starting over a million times to be able to literally live that out instead of me settling and being content with the life that was handed to me. If you agree with that, if you agree that you would rather start over or keep trying again a million times over for you to live out your purpose, for you to achieve the ultimate level of happiness, and for you to genuinely leave your mark on the world, I need you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because you and I are alike. I appreciate you being here. And I hope this video was just an ounce of encouragement that, hey, you are not starting over. The only thing you're doing, the only thing you and I are doing is we've kept trying. And as long as we keep trying, as long as we don't adopt the thought of, oh, we fail, or adopt the feeling of, it's not right for me, or I can't achieve my goals. As long as you don't adopt that as fact, and as long as you have an ounce of will and ability to get up and try again, y'all, I believe we will get there. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you for being here. Consider giving the video a thumbs up. Also consider dropping a comment as well. Welcome me back. I know it's been 2 or 3 weeks. Even if this is your first time here on the channel, welcome. My name is Terry, and I would appreciate you also if you consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry Sharper Catching a Major Vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.